All right, this was our 11:30 skit. So, Lil Ankles, Anthony, Ant-Man, Atlanta, Dalton is at Piarry's house, and Piarry ends up finding out through conversation with Lil Ankles that he done slept with Shayla today. He done hunched her. He done bump uglies with Shayla. Let's get into it.
Hey, Anthony Dalton, are you really over there asleep?
First of all, this man still ain't took a shower from earlier. This man still ain't washed up or nothing. He over there asleep on this woman couch, smelling like Shayla's fish bowl. Smelling like her fish potato salad. Just nasty. Just nasty. And he over there knocked out sleep.
Nah, I was just resting my eyes.
Oh, look, this thing is so funny. This little thing, you don't even care. What's going on with you? Why are you so tired? What'd you do today?
Just working and running all day, you know. Told my son I had to go over to Amber's, and then, I pulled up on Shayla and Kai.
And you went to Shayla's?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why'd you go over there? What y'all talk about?
Really didn't do too much talking.
You was a nasty
What?
dog. You sleeping with Shayla? You slept with her today? Why are you doing that?
What do you mean, bro? Look,
Anthony,
it just happened.
You cannot tell her that you want to be with somebody else, but yet you're still going to sleep with her.
Correction, he never told her that he wanted to be with Amber. He told everybody else but Shayla. And that's part of the problem, is that he's not keeping it real with her. Shayla is picking up that something is off. Shayla's picking up his body language. Shayla's picking up that things ain't what they used to be. And she's trying to figure it out. And she wants to know what it is. He plays dumb. So I don't know where Piarry got this false narrative that he's been telling Shayla that he wants to be with somebody else. Because promise you, if she knew that he wanted to go back to Amber, oh, you thought Bank coming at your house wee hours of the night when Kai at home by himself eating Takis and Cheetos while she spending the night in your driveway? She would have done something way worse than that.
I'm not sleeping with her.
What you
We had a moment.
You had a moment with your clothes off and your bodies touching each other?
Look, I didn't plan on it. She came on.
I thought we were like growing and moving forward. I thought you learned from your mistakes. You cannot play with her like that.
I'm not trying to play with her. It just happened, all right?
How's she supposed to get over you if you keep on sleeping with her?
You keep saying keep on sleeping with her. I had a moment. We
Had a moment.
We did what we did, and that was that.
Anthony is the prototype of a man who has no discipline. He has some discipline. One of the most dangerous men in the world is a powerful man who's powerful via whether he's powerful financially, and that powerful man has no discipline. Because at any point in his life, he's willing to do any and everything at any given time with no boundaries, with no morals or no values. Okay, the only values and morals that Anthony has, it's surrounding his money and his business. When it comes to his social life, he has none. This is why we see him function the way that he does in his marriage, in his relationships, in his friendships. It's all about self, and nobody is off limits. And with these kind of people, you have to be mindful and careful that even when their own offspring grow up in life, they won't have any boundaries as it relates to their children. They will hurt their own children for the sake of making sure that they themselves are okay. And so him right now, him having children and his children growing up, if he doesn't change, He doesn't mind putting his children in the line of fire of his madness and won't think twice about it, but will make every excuse as to why things happen the way that they do.
Do you know the effects of what you're doing to her? Like how this affects women?
What are you talking about? How it affects women?
You know that she's a woman and she's emotional and she loves you. And so 1 minute you're saying one thing, but yet you're doing another. So you know how confusing that is?
Okay,
You want her to be a crazy baby mama for real? Because she will turn up.
She's already crazy. Like, I mean, how much more does anybody need to see to know that she's crazy? Do we need to see her blow up a car? Do we need to see her take her vehicle and ram inside of your door to make sure he comes out? Like, how much more do you need to see? Nobody asked the question, where was Kai the night that she was in your driveway? Nobody asked, did Angelina have him? Like, nobody. And then she doesn't love him. She loves what he can do for her. And she loves the idea of potentially one day being his wife, even though he's nowhere near divorced. That's what she loves. She loves the fact that she has a child because for her, it's still a tie to him in some way, shape, or form until further notice, until there's another DNA test.
Even more. You keep on playing.
I'm not playing with her. I mean, she could have told me, let's not do this. So, I mean, it takes two to play this game. You know what I'm saying?
Really, Anthony?
Really.
It takes two.
Let me stop that right there. Yeah, it takes two, but she was at home minding her business. You went over there after Amber turned you down, not even really to see Kai. Both of them used Kai to their advantage as pawns. She uses Kai to make him feel bad, and he went over there today to use Kai as a reason to go over there to see her, so he can just sleep with her. And so really, Kai is the victim in all of this. At this point, Shayla ain't no victim. Anthony ain't no victim. They just using the same pawn against each other. That's it.
Yes.
She's not going to say no to you. She wants you. She loves you. You just don't even understand what you're doing. Like, you're going to really mess with her mind.
All right. You're right. Okay, I'm sorry.
I know I'm right.
Dang.
What's wrong with you?
I appreciate it. Keep Sergeant.
Keep your clothes on, please, when you go and visit your son.
Yes.
There is no need for you
Mother
to do
Teresa,
that.
I will keep my clothes on. I won't do anything. Gosh, dog, you always drilling. You've always been like this, drilling me since college. Everything I do, you always drilling me.
Yep, and I had to stop letting you drill me because...
Oh, wow.
So, like I said earlier, Anthony deserves whatever Shayla does to him at this point. I think that earlier when we saw Shayla upset, when she realized that Anthony played her, that he really came over there just to have sex with her, not even really to see Kai. That is now playing in her mind, and she's dealing with that. However she's dealing with that. Sis been at home all day long. It's been the 4th of July. She ain't gone to a cookout. She ain't going nowhere to get a plate. She ain't gone nowhere to get a hot dog, a hamburger. Kai ain't getting no baked beans from nobody. Like, he just been at home all day while she been mad, just crawling around, getting more and more Band-Aids, crawling because she ain't paying him no attention. Like, at this point, y'all, I think she's probably going back down the path. I think tomorrow we can expect to see her at Angelina's house and her crying to her and her complaining about he only came over there for one thing and she going down a rabbit hole, and we can probably expect Shayla to do something more extreme. I'm really hoping that they just kind of bring this storyline to a close in some way, shape, or form. Like, I really want to get to the meat and potatoes. When are they going down to get Kai's last name changed? When? Because the more he acts like this, she's not going to want to go down there, because what she's going to say is, oh, you want your son's last name, but you don't want to take care of your responsibilities. So no, we're not going down. Like, it's just becoming drawn out for no reason at this point. And so I really want some resolve, but I do think that Anthony is bringing upon himself self-inflicted wounds by playing with this girl. But let me know in the comment what y'all think. Just let me know. All right, night, y'all.